Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whenever you watch this. I hope everybody's having a fabulous day. I welcome back my true crime sleuths, my tarot detectives. This has been a much requested video also. Taking a little break from other cases, we are going to look at the drowning of Tafari Campbell, the personal chef of the Obama family. Suspicious? Or was it really an accident? There's a lot of theories, a lot of conspiracy theories going around. Things like that he was planning on, or he was writing a tell-all book about the Obamas. And supposedly the Obamas were nowhere to be found. Tafari drowned while paddleboarding. And there were 911 calls, every single call logged except for one. Or every call that was logged had a reason except for one. A little bit sus to me. And and I still I've been digging a little bit, but not. I probably could spend hours going down this rabbit hole trying to figure out where were the Obamas? Where was Michelle and Barack when their beloved family member, chef, had crossed over? Now keep in mind, this guy had social media clips of him in like an Olympic type of swimming pool, swimming laps back and forth. Oh my gosh. And he drowned in this lake that was on their personal property in Martha's Vineyard. And the water was supposed to be really calm. Seriously, how did this man drown? And they say he did not have what are those harnesses to connect him to keep him connected to his paddleboard. Didn't have one of them on. Did not have a life vest on. I don't know. A lot of people are suspicious. Me included. Let's face it. I could think of a couple presidents where there were a lot of mysterious unalivings, deaths that went on. Like, not just Obama's, the Clintons, and some others. There's some really sus stuff. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and dig in. Before I dig in, as always, remember that this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just my opinion, my interpretation of the cards that fall on the table. Not based on fact. I am just a blonde throwing cards. Okay? So, we got my disclaimer out of the way. And we're going to dig in. We're going to find out. I thought the Mystery House Oracle would be perfect because it was centered around the Obama's residence. A lake right nearby. So apparently they went paddleboarding and it was on Sunday night a few months ago. At night, when it's hard to see, that it's also suspicious. Martha's Vineyard, was there alcohol involved? Was this truly an accident? Or was there any foul play? As I mentioned, there were rumors that maybe he was writing a book, a tell-all about the Obamas. That I cannot verify. But it is a rumor. Okay? Now, Also, I want to know where the Obamas were, what they were doing, whether, I don't know if the cards are going to tell me or not, or if my spirit's going to tell me. Maybe I'll get some downloads. Maybe I'll get some crystal ball images. We will see. And what I found ironic when I went looking for tarot readings about this case, I saw one reader. I didn't watch his video, hers. I don't want to offend them. But I don't know his deal. Lamar, something or the other. I'm not quite sure. I think he's a man who is maybe a transgender or cross-dresser. I'm not sure. Maybe he's a male who identifies as female. I don't know. But I saw that he did something. I did not watch him, as I did not want his reading to be an influence on what I pick up and confuse. Okay? Now, so I may go back and watch it later. But, I'm so tired of these people in power getting away with shit. And I'm not saying that the Obamas did anything. I'm not. It could have simply been Chef Campbell being intoxicated. But he supposedly went out with somebody and he fell off the paddleboard and he was drowning, and that person he was with tried to get him back up on the paddleboard and couldn't. So that person swam back to shore, got somebody else, and apparently they called 911. It's, I don't know. Sleepy Hollow, nightmares. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare for that chef, or a nightmare. We got magic and chemistry. That is kind of telling me that there could have been alcohol, there could have been drink, there could have been something else. No show. Barack and Michelle was a no-show. They weren't around, supposedly. He was confused and disoriented. That's interesting. Done. Over it. Burned bridges. Okay. I'm getting a little bit of a storyline for allegedly. Now, this storyline that I'm about to tell you, that I'm about to reveal, is just my opinion. But I'm going to see if anything comes out in this deck. But I'm thinking that, there's this Sleepy Hollow and the craft, chemistry. This feels like somebody needed to take care of a nightmare. And we've got confused chemistry, confusion by chemistry. And so conveniently, the Obamas were nowhere around that Sunday night. This is what I'm getting. Like I said, a nightmare that had to be dealt with. So, he's enjoying himself. He's relaxing. Some kind of chemistry. Feeling like drugs. Something slipped into his drink. And the Obamas made sure they were nowhere around. Sunday night, conveniently, they had plans. And whatever it was that was in Campbell's drink caused him to caused this sense of confusion, disoriented. He didn't know where he was. And then all of a sudden, it was done and over. Somebody was taking care of business, this feels like. Just saying my opinion. Okay. I could be totally wrong. My cards could be totally wrong. Okay. I'm wondering if this has to do with this alleged tell-all book that Campbell was working on. Because he was the personal chef in the White House. See, I think he started during the Bush administration. And he was asked to stay on for the Obama. And he was the Obama chef the whole 8 years that Obama was in office. And then, after when Obamas were leaving, they asked Chef Campbell, Tafari, to go with them and be their personal chef. And he accepted. And there's this thing about chefs. There was another chef. Was it during the Clinton administration? I think it was. Another chef that passed. Personal chef in the White House that passed away by drowning. They say the chefs are very close to the family in the White House, the president and his family. They know a lot. And sometimes they know too much. Just saying. Allegedly. Okay. Okay. Can you confirm whether or not this is about a book or anything that was being written? Oh, the home. Personal. To me, in context of the reading, this was personal. This was personal. Working. Okay. They're just saying, yes, he worked in the home for them. And he was working on something. Okay. As he was an employee. Okay, Spirit, what else? Child.
I'm here to help. Get to know Siri at apple.com.
Sorry about that, folks. We'll see if I can get that out or not. Or if I just say, screw it and leave it in. See if I can help. See if I can help. And we've got the child. That's interesting. Child could also be representation of innocence. Key. Oh, this is getting interesting. Dog. Something very personal. Okay. Something very personal. Chef Campbell was working on. That was a new project that was going to answer a lot of questions about truthfulness, trustworthiness, or not so, dealing with, his own personal involvement and everything, from a trusted source. This is showing that Campbell was a trusted source and a trusted employee. But it feels like he was working on something that was brand new to answer some questions that needed to stay under lock and key. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay. my version of the 1111 True Crime Oracle. All because I didn't want to print everything out. I just wrote them on blank tarot cards. I haven't used this. I don't use this deck a lot, but I was just, when I was pulling decks for this reading, this was one of them that came out. The true crime, I may or may, the other true crime from Alicia Wicker, True Crime and Conspiracy. I'm not sure if I'll pull that one this time because there's no confirmed crime. Okay? This is feeling like it. It really is. Feels like conspiracy. Absolutely. 100% to me. But not all cases call for that deck. We'll see. I may pull it at the end for my drop the mic moment. Okay. I'm looking for evidence of foul play, setup. He was set up. He was set up. Chef Campbell was set up that night. I shit you not. Man, I should have saved this deck because this would have been a perfect drop the mic moment. Drown. Submerged. He was set up. It was a set-up drowning. Holy fucking shit. I don't know how far into the video I am, but you know what? I'm dropping the F-bomb anyhow. He was set up to drown. And submerged until he died. It was a setup. And I'm kind of wondering, and I'm going to flat out ask the tarot, whoever he was with, if they had anything to do, what they had to do with it, or did they hold him down? Did somebody hold him down? 'Cause that submerged is like really screaming to me. Self-harm. He was set up to drown, and it looked like self-harm. Not necessarily suicide, but an accident. There's a child. Young one. Oh, did he have children? I think he did, didn't he? He had twins. He had twins. How old were those twins? Oh my God, I don't know. How old are the twins? Does anybody know how old the twins are? And notice these are both 2 ones. Were they infants? Were they a year old, toddlers? 11 twins. Oh my God, the child. A child holds the key. Death. Smothered. Oh, death all over this. City in public eye. In public eye, it looks like it wasn't suicide, but it was an accident. Oh my God. What kind of can of worms am I opening? Wow. I'm pretty sure he has a set of twins. I got to double check that. But this is saying child holds the key, the answer. Did the child see something? I even hate to put that out publicly because I don't want to put the children in danger. But I don't know how young they were. There's a sense of innocence. We got innocence over here too on the setup card. It's like somebody innocent. Somebody, there's a witness. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something. And I feel it's locked into somebody's memory. Okay, that's the last flip of cards. Okay, let's ask. Was this an accident? Eight of Swords. Bound. Tied up, trapped. He was set up and put into a trap. World in the reverse. This is not over yet. Suffocated, trapped, framed. I don't think drowning was his true cause of death. Ace of Swords lies. It's a lie. He was submerged. There is a witness, and this is falling under the child card with the answer, with the key. Somebody witnessed what really happened. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. 2 pages, children. Okay, one did not see, only one of the children. There was a child. I'm seeing 2. I swear he had twins. If it was twins or 2 children, one did not see something, one of them did. But the truth is being covered up. The world. Upright is the finish, the finale, the closing. This is not closed. Not quite yet. The dazed and the confused, the chemistry. Drink. What else? He couldn't get away. 6 of Swords in the reverse. He was trying to get away from somebody. And he could not get away. 6 of Swords in the reverse. He wanted out of something and he couldn't get out. The Fool in the reverse. The Fool in the reverse is not innocent. Foolish behavior. Somebody was not taking any chances. But the upright meaning of innocence. Reverse meaning guilty. Show me this Ace of Swords. Victory. Oh my God. Somebody have victory. I see my drop the mic moment, and I'm going to get to it. Queen of Swords. Somebody saw things clear as day. And is falling in line of this child. Eight of Cups, walking away from it all. Abandonment, disconnection. This is like somebody has walked away. This is somebody who is trustworthy. A friend. This could even be a friend of the family's who's walking away from this with knowledge that they are not revealing. Now the child could be just a brand new idea, or just a young person, could be his own child. But there's someone very young that saw exactly what happened. Oh my God. Remember, what did I say about a rabbit hole? Oh, Spirit's funny. Bottom of the deck is the rabbit hole. My cards are speaking truth. Allegedly. My opinion. My cards are talking truth. So. I'm going to get 5 cards from this part of the deck, 5 cards from the other. But I'm just going to say this now. Someone successfully pulled off a lie to make it look like self-harm, drowning. The police have said there were no evidence of foul play. Of course not. Politicians get away with everything unless your last name is Trump. Okay. Give me 5 cards, please. Got 2. Strategy. Planned. Female. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? And doesn't she kind of, when Michelle's all fancied up, doesn't it kind of remind you of her a little bit? Just saying. My opinion. Just my opinion. It says, catch me if you can. As that card was flying, and I go to pick it up, I heard, catch me if you can. And what was on the floor, and it came out in the reverse, and I'll leave it in the reverse, is the regret card. Absolutely no regrets, no remorse. A female here who strategized, and she has no remorse for what had happened. None. Am I surprised? Two more cards, please. I shit you not, couple. Con man. Mega boom. We have a female who planned this together as a couple, but the female came up with an idea, and there's absolutely no remorse here. And they've got American conned. Boom! They got away with a lie. Successful lie. Boom! There are so many booms in this reading. Sorry, drip drop if I'm still in your line. And he was already gone before he hit the water. It was not a drowning, but it was made to look like a drowning, like an accident. He did it himself. Boom. Man, people need to wake up. People need to wake the fuck up. You know, there was this man who was making an honest living, who probably wanted to expose corruption, who had a wife, and who had children. And like I said, I believe they were a set of twins. So seriously. And his life was cut short because he had to be silenced. And I almost want to think that the wife got paid handsomely to walk away from this, leave it well enough alone. Which I don't understand. If that was my husband, I'd be singing from the mountaintops if I knew anything. You know, you want justice, not just for your children. Oh my God, there goes half my deck. But for your loved ones. Wow. I tell you what, it feels like somebody wants me to shut up. I got a shit ton that's upright. I really need to probably deal with this later. But if I don't deal with this now, I'll forget. Because in my Oracle decks, I always reset them with everything upright. Now I got to dig under my desk again. Man, I feel like Ashley from Reckoning Co. Half my deck fell. I don't know why I'm being told to keep these ones. Damn. My deck's getting all fucked up. Somebody. Hotel motel with perversion. I shit you not. J.E. Where's your mind going there? Probably the same place that mine just went. People not from the area causing drama and keeping things very private. AI, artificial intelligence. Fake intelligence about what went on that private property. Oh, this is almost funny. This almost reminds me of a chef. Good guy. He was a good guy. But there's a lot of propaganda, fake news about this. Fake news about what happened to this chef. And everybody's ignoring their intuition. Things are hidden. Imprisonment. Not in prison. Avoiding imprisonment. Clean it up. It's a big mess. Not the first time. The timeline is off and wrong. It was an inside job by a couple who were caregivers Did the kids have a nanny that was close to the Obamas? Just a thought. Desert. You see it, but it's not there. That's how Ashley would say that card is. The desert, as in like middle of nowhere. Desert. Obamas made sure that they were not around the fucking property. They took a... Oh my God. They deserted. Secret trip. The Obamas made sure they were nowhere around, and it was a secret trip. There's definitely a cover-up, and it was an inside job. And somebody's taking care, and there is somebody being paid off to take care of this mess. And this person has done this before. And there are timeline. Oh my God. Okay, here it is. There is a timeline issue with this secret trip made by the Obamas. And there I dropped the mic.